Hello friends, Yossi here. How's everyone doing? Today is a very important video because I'm going to show you the real rich dad poor dad right here in Ontario, right here in Niagara Falls, believe it or not. So let's go. Today I'm going to bring you the pre-launch of That Niagara, which is a fantastic 54 unit stacked townhome development located in Niagara Falls, Ontario. This is the render of the building, and what's unique about this building, it is pre-approved for Airbnb. I'm going to say it once more time. You can use these units, you can buy them, it's a regular condo, and you can rent them on Airbnb legit, legal. It's designed in the condo docs with the municipality of Niagara Falls. Everyone is in agreement, it's legit. No one's going to come and tell you you can't do this like it's happening in Toronto. Why is this important? It's important because 70 to 80% of all the buyers that are buying now in the Golden Horseshoe, which is Hamilton, Niagara, and I like Brantford, Kitchener-Waterloo, and Guelph, which is outside of the Golden Horseshoe, but these are the places we're going now. Okay? What's happening is if you want to buy a Toronto condo, if you want to buy 500 square feet and you go King West, it's going to cost you $600,000 to $750,000. That 20% means $120,000 to almost $200,000 just for your deposit. That is insane. And the problem is, the price is so high, it means it's going to take you longer to appreciate. It will appreciate because real estate is a hedge against inflation. And remember, I told you many times before, the economy is rigged. There's always inflation built in. And because it's built in, we need to use a hedging to keep up with inflation, to keep up with the value of our investments. Okay, it's not going to happen from your 9-to-5 job because you only get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5% Christmas bonus. Happy holidays, everyone. But that's not real because half of it will go on taxes and other stuff. And in the meantime, condos appreciate by 5 or 10 or 20%. Real estate appreciate by 10%. Food around you is now costing 20% more than it cost last year. And I guarantee you in 2019, food's going to cost 20% more than today. Okay, so what are you going to do? You got to find a vehicle that can help you make more money faster. That's the only way, and this is a great opportunity. So here's the building. I'm going to give you a lot of information about this building. I hope I'm not going to blow your heads open, but I kind of do. Why? Because it's a little different, but because it's a little different, it's got a chance. It's very, very good because so far you've been used to buy this condo, hold it, keep it for 3 to 5 years, or assign it, it's going to do great. But now when prices are so high in Toronto, we play in a more of a longer term game. Okay? Prices are going up, and they've gone up so quickly. If you watch my last videos, my last 2 videos actually show you how they went up by 24-25% year over year for the last 3 years. So it's got to slow down a bit, but what are we going to do? Where are we going to make the money? Brantford, Hamilton, Niagara, Guelph, Kitchener-Waterloo, all very good options, but you got to get the right price, you got to get the right project, and you got to get the cash flow. And here I got the right price, the right project, the right cash flow. This developer that I know personally for many, many years, well over 10, has approached me and I said, Yossi, you and just a couple other friends, we're going to do an insider group sales for this building. I only got 54 units and I only want the best people available on this project. And because you, Yossi, you get it, you're in it, and so are your investors, why don't you help me spread the word around and explain this project to people and bring the best investors you can? Okay? Okay. So, this is Yossi Kaplan, Toronto Realtor, mortgage broker with Search Realty and Search Mortgage. My website, Urban Realty Toronto, and quite a few other sites, but we'll focus on this one. My Twitter, twitter.com/Yossi Kaplan, and the video on YouTube, Yossi Kaplan Real Estate. And thank you everyone so much for being so supportive. I'm getting amazing comments here and likes, and it doesn't really matter if we all agree. What matters is we have open discussion, because when we have an open discussion, we all learn from each other and we get more perspectives, and there are no wrong perspectives. They're all good, okay? So I'm going to go right in there. If you received my email today, just before lunch, I sent this thing. If you're not receiving this email, okay, go to my website and sign up for the newsletter, because I cannot send every project out and the best project to go on email, And those who buy with me regularly, if there's something really crazy, I'm just gonna pick up the phone and say, hey, John, hey, Lucy, I got some really good. Usually John and Lucy will just buy it on the spot, just say, send me the papers. And that's how it works. And in 20 minutes, we had some houses in Brantford, and me and my buddy took some, and some other friends took some, and in 20 minutes we're sold out. Okay, and now we're just gonna wait till to build and flip them or keep them. It's amazing. Everyone's very happy. This newsletter I sent today came from urbanrealtytoronto.com, my website, and it tells you, hello, this will be replaced by your name if you signed in. Today's a special day. The developer of the Niagara has approached me with a project. I took a good look and I decided to share it with you. Because why? Because it makes sense, because I know the developer, I know the area, I've done the homework, and this project, I like it. It's very, very attractive to me. Why? Because it's low deposit and it's high appreciation and it's got cash flow, okay? Unfortunately, it's very, very hard for me to find these projects in Toronto now, especially in the $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 range. Those are more of a long-term plays, right? But here we can do really well, really fast, really quickly, and that's what I'm looking for, okay? So the first thing you need to know, this project is approved for Airbnb. That means that you can legit put it on Airbnb, and you don't have to do it yourself. There's a management company will do it for you. There's also Airbnb Sorted, which is Airbnb itself. There's lots of options to skin this cat, but if you want the cash flow, Airbnb, Niagara Falls, 14 million tourists on the Canadian side every year, 16 million tourists on the American side every year, 30 million tourists altogether. A lot of them cross the border back and forth. And the amazing thing about this project is it's got a lot of units, which are larger units. And why is it important? Because a lot of hotels, they're only one bedroom. What do you do if you have a family? What do you do if you have, you go a couple of couples or some romantic trip or a wedding group or anything like that? You need a bigger space. And I'm going to go and start with, of course, this real estate. I'm going to show you the location. Okay, 6636063. This is the address for now, McLeod Road. You may have, like municipalities sometimes give them slightly different address when they're completed, but this is the address for now. And I'm going to show you some magic. Okay, you ready for this? So this looks just like any other Canadian town, any other North American town. There's a drag and some commercial spaces, and here's our location. But I'm going to switch to the 3D view here, open it up, and you're going to see magic. Are you ready for this? There you go. All right, so this is me right here, and that's Niagara Falls, the actual falls right here, the Horseshoe Falls. This is Canada. Another side is the States, okay? And the beautiful falls, look at the Horseshoe Fall. It's absolutely stunning. I love this area. It's the most touristed area in the world. It's one of the 7 wonders that still exist. Okay, some hotels here, but if you wanted to have like a nice living, okay, you're right here. You're 2 blocks away. So you can come here with your party and spend the weekend, spend a week, and I'm going to show you in a minute the PDF that I sent to anyone that registers, and he'll send you the exact estimations of what we believe you're going to get. The developer hired a company to research the Airbnb rents in the area, the hotel rates in the area, and after they did the research, they designed the building. That's the way to do it. Don't design your building first and then say, oh, who's going to come live here? That's ridiculous. That is a big mistake. A lot of developers still make this mistake. But this developer is a freaking smart cookie. And that's why I love them. And that's why I want to work with them. And that's why I'm telling this to you. Because they're so smart. They did the research first. And then they said, okay, based on the research, that's the product that we need to have for the area. So that's how I'm going to increase my returns. Okay? The other good thing about this is, they got the project for a really good price. So they can transfer that price to you, and you're going to see in a minute the prices for these units start at $239.9 if you buy now in the insider sale. And then it's going to go up to $250 if we have anything left in this range for the public or the VIP first, and probably $260, $270, $280 for the public. And by the time we're done and rent the project for a couple of years, you're looking at, a minimum of $300, $325, $350, and the large units for a lot more. Okay. Now there's 3 target audiences for this project. 3, not just 1, but 3. So pay attention, because every target audience here means a different investment perspective, a different investment opportunity, and a way for you to skin this cat, whatever fits your personality, okay? Not everyone is cut to do, you know, to be a truck driver, and not everyone is cut to work at the bank, and not everyone's cut to, I don't know, cook dinner, whatever it is, okay, or sell real estate like me. So it is very important that you pick something that kind of sits with you emotionally well. Because the number one problem of all investors is they get emotional and they just don't get it. And then they go and get it, they run away and they lose any opportunity. And then when the real opportunity comes, you know, they're like, oh my God, and then they miss it and then they stay renters forever. We want to avoid this, okay? Canadians, we like to own. And don't forget, we have 1 million beds short in Canada. I think in Ontario is 1 million beds short. I'm telling you every time. GTA needs at least 250,000 units, and around the GTA, the 905, and all the way to here, another 250,000 units. And then I'll give you another 500,000 units for Ottawa, Montreal is not Ontario anymore, but all the area, you know, going to Brantford, going to Guelph, Kitchener, Waterloo, and down to Hamilton, St. Catharines. We need a lot of beds. And if you look at the vacancy rate, they're nothing. You cannot find, if you're trying to find a rental in this town, you know, I have a client, we've been trying to buy a 2-bedroom for him on Queen West, and we just can't find anything. And it's been months, okay? And all we ask is like a reasonable unit for $650,000. A lot of money. 2/3 of a million. Can't find it. So there you go. This starts at $239.9 today, but not for long, okay? Back to the message. This is approved for Airbnb deposit. So now whenever I deposit from 24, I'm going to explain something to you. The deposit structure is actually 5-5-5. The first 5%, you know, is 5,000 with your agreement, and 5% less 5,000 in 30 days. So that's 5% in 30 days. And then in the 5% in next, then nothing else in the first year. And then next year, so a year from now, another 5%, and that's it, nothing on occupancy. So for example, you know, at 240, it's really, you can look at it as 3 payments of 12,000. That's very reasonable, okay? The cash flows, and I'll share this with you in a minute, and then I'll share the entire cash flow, every single bit of information I have. I'm going to share with you over email. I can't really do it on YouTube, but send me the email and you get it. When you sign up, you get it. And they're projected, the estimations are showing up to about 29, say 30,000 a year, okay? That's a lot of money, because if you think if you buy something for 300, get 30,000, that's 10%. Mind you, you only put in there 60%, 60,000 on or so. This is crazy numbers. In addition, I'm decided, because it's Christmas, to add an Amazon gift card. So it's going to be $300 for the 1-and-1 plus, then $400 for the 2-and-2 plus, and $500 for the 3-and-3 plus. Okay. And back to the 3 options. How does it work? These are really your 3 options. The first option, you can rent it on Airbnb, and once again, you can do it yourself. It's all cool. There's no fee for that. Or you can get Airbnb sorted or another company, and they'll do it for you. You know, they'll charge 5, 10, 15%, whatever it is. It's all good. You just sit in Toronto. Remember, 70 to 80% of all buyers down there are from Toronto. Toronto, when I say Toronto, I mean GTA. Okay? The next one is just regular lease, standard Ontario lease. You know, Niagara Falls had so many jobs because you need to feed 14 million people every year, and you gotta buy stuff, and they gotta use the services, and you gotta use the washrooms, and you know, we have municipal jobs, and we have tourism jobs, and we have schools, and we have education, we have regular stores and everything, and all these people coming here need to be serviced. So who's going to service them? Everyone in the area here, okay? All these homes are people that are working. This is the States, I believe, but all here on our side, on the Canadian side. God bless Canada, my friends. What an amazing place. I'm serious. Look at the opportunity, okay? All these people here, you know, there's not enough beds for them, because instead of them driving, they can just live here in a red dot and walk to the hotel and be at the job, okay? And I got a third population for you that you may not thinking about, but this is very, very important. And that population is called retirees. And what we're seeing these days is the baby boomers are starting to retire, and they're selling the big mansions. And every day I get a call, hey, you know, I'm starting to think of retirement. I'm in my 60s, I'm in my 70s, my health is great, but you know, the house and the dog and the stairs and all that stuff, and maybe my husband or my wife or someone's like, we need something easier living, no maintenance, no stairs. So I got an option for you here, because I got nice large 3 bedrooms with terraces. So we're gonna look at some pictures in a minute. Okay, so here's some patios. It's there will be other buildings, but this is the first building, and because it's the first, it's the best price. The moment this building is sold, obviously, or the moment a few units are sold, the price go up. And then we sell a few more units, we raise the price, and obviously for the next building, and there's not so many, the ground is not that large, it's quite limited actually, okay? And these are some renders that I received from the developer, and in the package you'll get all of them. Every single render I have, I'll share with you, and it looks fantastic, okay? This could be anywhere, this could be any good looking home anywhere. I really like it. And below here you can see the Airbnb investment scenario. I'm not going to go into the tiniest details. I'll go in a second. I'll show you the PDF, just a bit of, but you can see you can start with a studio of 427 square feet you buy for $239.9 with 20% down payment. And remember, it's 555, and then the rest, not even an occupancy where you get your mortgage. Okay, so you know some people will buy cash because they just need a place to put their money. Some people take a mortgage, write off the interest. You know, it's up to you. And what you can see here is according to the market research that was hired, it's estimated 1684 net monthly cash flow. The 2-bedroom, just under 300. 2-bedroom, 600 square feet, very efficient plans. I really like them, by the way. You know, there's a lot of buildings I don't touch. You won't even see on my site. Ask yourself why. Usually it's the floor plan just suck. And when the floor plans suck, excuse me, but they really suck. It's an amazing word because it means a lot. Don't touch it. Because you're going to buy a piece of real estate that is just not configured, not optimized. Don't touch it. Okay, 1943, and the 3 bedrooms, they're under $500,000, 480, 479.9 for now. 4,400 monthly income on the Airbnb scenario, 2434 net monthly. These are the estimations. Okay, it could be more, could be less, but I trusted they hired the best people. You know, these guys are here for the long run. They obviously own this project and many others. This is good. This is good information. And then there's about 15 floor plans. You can see they're very, very efficient. You can see the price of today. Now, if you're looking at this stuff, I might have sold the Falls View, or I might have already sold enough that the price being raised. So call me and ask me what are the price today. And the best way to get in touch with me is to go to the website and fill the form. Okay, so I'm going to finish this email, and I'm going to go to the website, fill the form, and I'm going to show you a few more things. Okay, and here I wrote some commentary. In the commentary, basically, this is what I'm telling you, is that, you know, the Toronto is kind of getting so expensive that I need to find a place that is not only more affordable, but also, you know, that has the ability to give me more return. Okay, and it's very, very important to understand that I want more return. And the return on investment, ROI, that basically, what am I making, divide by how much I invested. Okay, so when that number, what am I making, the top is larger, and what I invested is smaller, I'm making more money. So I'm looking for a project that is cheaper to buy, okay, and I make more money out. That's what I want. So that's a good 98 views. This is a bit lagged, but that's in like the last half hour. Thank you very much, everyone. Investment condos from 239.9, deposit from 2. I'm showing 10% here. It's 5, 5, and 5 in another year, and nothing on occupancy. The actual web page for this is urbanrealtytoronto.com, and then go to the website or /the-Niagara-condos. It's right here. Once in a while I change the template just for fun, so you know, if it looks a little different, it's okay. And you can see here 173 real estate investors been here the last 3 days. It's picking up because people are looking for stuff, and it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to buy because we have no beds in Ontario, and it's just not affordable. So if you can find an affordable place to live, you can live it yourself, you can rent it, or you can Airbnb it. What else do you want? Okay? So when you fill this form here, send me inside the package now, I'll get an email. Myself for now, I don't want to automate it because I want to get in touch with everyone. So I will actually cut and paste the email to you and send it to you, okay, with my phone number and everything. So a couple pictures. You saw this one for the patio. Why invest in Niagara? Because the designs are efficient. It's an efficient opportunity. The cost is low. The barrier to entry is low. It's not a lot of money. It's legal for Airbnb. You don't have to use it, but if you want, you could. You can also for the insider, for you guys, I mentioned the Amazon, but that's just for fun for Christmas. But really, you know, the real gift here is the cash flow. The cash flow is the real gift, okay? And there's a few other things. For example, you can rent to tourists, employees, retirees. Your returns over 5 years, and that's from the package, you know, showing numbers like $50,000 to $174,000. The return showing numbers basically 100 to 200 returns, which is amazing. And here's a scenario for a regular standard lease at 5,556 a month. Excuse me. And that depends if you buy the 1 bedroom, the 2 bedroom, the 3 bedroom, what you got, but it gives you a good idea of what's going on here, okay? Now, I'm a long-term investor, and because I'm a long-term investor, I don't really bother, I get guys send me these crazy spreadsheets, and they spend nights and nights and nights on these spreadsheets, and then they don't buy anything. Me, I'm a little different, I shoot first, ask questions later. I go get the price, and that's how I've always done it, and it's been very good for me because I got a good sense of it because I grew up in the business, I grew up in construction, I get it, I meet with the developers. This guy called me today and he said, Yossi, I got a great project, he's gonna make so many, I don't know you, man. Like, you come down, meet me, I'll buy you lunch, you come meet me, I'll see you face to face, and if I like you and I sense like you for real, we can work together. That's why I picked this project, because I know the developer for many, many years, okay? That's why I'm willing to work with him, because my reputation is all that I got, and the information I give you, I need to make sure it's as true as possible, because once you know that Yossi vetted out the developers and vetted out the information, we all together have a better chance to succeed. So here's some of the insider group incentives, and they're good, good. Okay. So the front price is $239.9 for today for you. You might be watching this video. It's already $250. It might be sold out. It might be $350. Okay? I can't guarantee it. We just launched, and we already sold out of 2 models, by the way. Okay? The 2-bed starting from $294.9. I really like it. I think that efficient 2 and 3 bedrooms are the way to go. We have a lot of 1-bedrooms, and especially in Niagara. I mean, if you want something small to start, if you a single person with a little bit of money, or maybe you inherited some money, or you got a little bit, or your parents can, or your husband, your wife, your cousin, you can put this together. That's a really good option because it's efficient. And the 3 bedrooms, they're going to make the highest returns, but also a little more expensive. They need a bit more money down. They're going to need more tendering. So if you're a bit more, if you're a little bit of a bigger player, you can do this. But also, if you think of renting long-term, rent it to a retiree. Rent it 1-year standard lease to a couple of people that work in a hotel. A hotel manager and the wife or the daughter or the husband or whatever. Okay? Are we still on? I hope so. Yeah. The insider group incentives go like this. You're going to get 10,000 discount for 1 and 1 plus dens, which is here. You're going to get 15,000 discount for 2-bed and 2+ den, which is this here. And any 2-bed will be discounted by 15,000. Any 3-bed will be discounted by 20,000. Okay. Once I'm done the insider group, developer says, I sold enough. I don't want to do insider group anymore. I'm just like, this is not longer available. Okay. I'm just being fair with you guys. Okay. There is an urgency here because it's a small project. 54 units, 54. And I guarantee you the next project will be more because this is too cheap. This is less than $500 a foot, most units here. When I was buying King West, I was buying less than $500 a foot. Little did I know that it's going to explode. To me, I just, like, man, this is great. West of Spadina, a little quieter, kind of underdeveloped, really close to the city. So I went and bought there. Little did I know King West will explode like this. But what's happening now is the entire Ontario is exploding because Toronto's are so expensive. We have to start spreading out. And a lot of people want to be in a bit of a smaller, quieter area, especially if you're like me, just working out of your laptop. I don't need to be downtown. It's kind of fun because I got myself a little place here and I got it cheap a long time ago. And it's a great place. I picked an amazing floor plan and it's very efficient because my condo fees are low because it's a small place. My taxes are low. It's fantastic. And I got all my favorite places and people right next to me. But this is really good. This is why I like Niagara. I like Brantford. I like Hamilton. I like even all the way to St. Catharines. And a lot of my friends, especially my artist friends, because that's our background. We come from the art. Believe it or not, but we can do the numbers and we do good numbers and we go, yeah, man, like there's we want to have a family. Do I really want to have it downtown? Everything's so expensive and it's like there's no green space, so I can just move out of town for like 1 or 2 hours, move out of town, and the costs are just so low, but it's coming up so quickly, right? Brantford, somebody told me yesterday, I met a friend that I didn't realize from Brantford, and she said, my mom's house was $200,000 5 years ago, and now the realtor came and says it's 400. 5 years, not bad, and it's paid out. The deposit structure, as I mentioned, $5,000 with the offer, balance to 5, so 5% less $5,000 in 30 days. The next 5 in 90 days. So all you need is 10%. So you you need 24,000 here, 29,500 here, and 48,000 here to grab this space. And then 370 days, so it's a week after the year, you're and 5% more, and for you, nothing in occupancy. If you're watching this video and it may be more, okay? So it really depends. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to the form. That's the form. Send me inside the package. It'll come directly to me. There's no assistant here. It comes to me on my phone. I see it. I send you the information. I call you back. We'll discuss what do you want to do. How can this be done? We'll discuss anything you want. If there's something, you know, maybe you want to flip. Maybe you bought something in Toronto and it's expensive. You want to release some funds. Maybe you have a house that you want to sell. Good opportunity. Good opportunity to get profits and reinvest cheaper. Okay? One of my good friends from Richard Ivey School of Business used to tell me, and this is, I didn't know much. I was just, you know, buying and selling condos kind of on a whim. I was doing really great, kind of going on hunch. But Buddy came to me, and he's a banker, still is, and he said, you know, you got to take profits. And why would I take profits? He goes, well, because when you take profits, you know, then you get some money in your pocket and then go and buy something else, cheaper, better. Okay, cool. That's why I keep telling you, you know, you got to switch jobs. Because your current job, if you're a 9-to-5er, if you're working for a corporation, they're not going to give you more money every year. But if you find a new job, you know, you take your package and you take a month off, and you come back from Bali and start another job and make a lot more, make 10% more, 20% more. This is the same idea. The idea is that we, as regular people, we need to find whatever we can to succeed in this world. Okay? It's not enough just to read all day and to scroll up and down website. You actually got to take action. And if you take action, you're going to make it. I've been taking action all my life because I come from an entrepreneurial background. You know, no one's my family is a 9-to-5er. Well, some are, but really most none. We're all entrepreneurs in the family. So I kind of got it. You get up early in the morning, you do your thing, and you go hustle. When by hustle, I mean find great value, find fantastic investments, bring value to people, bring value to yourself. In addition, the cap levies for the insiders are $4,000 for one bedroom, $5,000 for two, and $6,000 for three. Which is really good because we're looking at $12,000 for one bedroom in Toronto right now. And I guarantee you this number will go up. Okay? Now, I'm not done. There's some more good things. Additional insider group benefits. First of all, you get first access. Now, this is moving so fast. I told you a couple of floor plans already sold, but it's still first access because we just launched it. But it's going really fast, and it's only 54 units. Time for $239.9. What do you want? Okay? So take action. The other thing I got here for you is free parking. Every unit, small, doesn't matter which one, you're going to get one free spot of parking. This is directly from developer. I'm quoting developer here. Okay? And you will get a free assignment. Because this is good, because if you just look at the flip, this is a great place to flip. But even if you flip and you make yourself $50,000 or $100,000, it's still really good for the next person because they're going to take the Airbnb. Or maybe they want to retire there and they just didn't hear about it on time. And they go, you know what? It's okay. I just sold my house and I cashed out $1 million or cashed out $1.3 million. So what's the big deal? Here's $600,000. Give me that 3-bedroom. Cash. Let's go. And you also get consent to lease during occupancy. I'm an ESL, you know. Consent to lease during occupancy, which means you can rent this place legit, legal, or Airbnb, or by yourself, or whatever you want during occupancy. Because if you know, this is not allowed on regular condos because when you take occupancy, you haven't closed yet. It hasn't registered. So technically, it is not your unit until it's registered. There's a deed. But there's no deed. You know, there's just a promissory note. It's called your agreement of purchase and sale. I agree to buy from you for $300,000 and give you 5 payments of 5%, $15,000 each, and you agree to deliver me the unit like you wrote in the spec. But during occupancy, you know, developer gives you the key, but you can't really legally lease it. But here you can. So this is really good because it saves you a lot of money. So these are some renders from a developer that I received, and I'm flipping them to you. Very, very nice. This is a two-story unit. Really, really nice. I'll show you a few pictures in a minute. Okay. In addition, it's the holidays. I'm going to give you online, really easy. When you buy with me in December, and today is the 21st, happy solstice, happy winter, everyone. Very, very excited for this winter. I think it's going to be a fantastic winter, and maybe we'll get a little snow too. You're going to get complimentary consultation with me. That's where I pick up the phone and call you and say, hey, John, Lucy, how can I help? How can I share the value and my information with you to make your investment better and to help you with your life. That's my goal here, okay? I don't need to sell anymore. I just provide information, and when that hits the nail on the head, when you realize this is the right for you, you're gonna buy it, okay? Advice and assistance on selected unit. Now, guys, I've been doing this. I knew how to read a floor plan before I knew how to read. This is real, because my dad, who's an engineer, he just had me to copy plans. I would go to the office and he said, sit here and copy plans. So I learned about it, and then he'd take me to construction sites and this is the plan and this is what we build. This is the plan, this is what we build. This is the plan, this is what we build. So I started to get how it works. So I'm gonna transfer this knowledge to you, which was transferred to me, and I'm gonna share it with you just like it was shared with me. And that's invaluable, because I see so many people buying the wrong units and they go, oh yeah, I didn't know what to do. It was the last unit in the building, or it's not the best one, but it's cheaper. I go, oh man, like, why would you do this? Don't buy subpar product. Don't ever do that. Like, you guys are spending $500,000 on a subpar product. Like, what is this? You get $500,000 in your pocket every day? No, it's your last money. You stretched out. Don't do it. Buy the right thing. Okay, and next is mortgage pre-approval arrange. So at Search Realty, we also have Search Mortgage. I'm one of the agents both at the Realty and the mortgage, because I'm licensed for both. And one of the guys at the office I will assign to you will do your pre-approval for you at absolutely no cost. In addition, I need to capitalize this L here. In addition, lawyer review, there's a couple lawyers that I know that will do a review for you at no cost with no commitment. Basically, you have your 10-day APS, we send it to one of these people, and they can review and give you consultation. If you want to work with them later, great. If you don't, that's okay. If you want to use your own lawyer, that's okay too. Just extra services that I'm thinking to myself, as an investor, what were the hurdles that I've always encountered when coming to buy, and what are the hurdles and mistakes that reducing the ROI of all the people that come to me? And those are the ones I'm trying to tackle before you even buy, okay? And of course, you're gonna get me with a smile, because just how it is, okay? Like, if we're not gonna have fun here, what's the point? We're gonna have fun investing, making a lot of money, and doing really great. So I told you about the gift card. I'm gonna skip that. Here's some renders of the bedroom, how to get the insider package. Very simple. Fill the form on top of the page. Some sample floor plans, okay? You can see the reduced prices. Once again, I don't guarantee this unit will be available, and I do not guarantee that this price will be available when you get it. So what I suggest, fill the form. I send you information. I'll send you today's information. If it's available, great, go and buy it. If it's not available, buy the next one. Take action. Take action. Look how close you are to the falls, okay? And the contact and everything else. Okay, that's very good. I'm really trying to like cram as much as I can information here as fast as I can. I'm gonna pop to the Huffington Post now. You're gonna see now. Remember I tell you, all media is fake media, all news is fake news. One more time. All media is fake media, all news is fake news. Somebody owns the HuffPost, somebody owns the Toronto Star, somebody owns the Globe and Mail. Who owns CTV? Who owns CTTV? If it exists, I don't think so. CP24. I don't watch TV, guys. I don't have cable service. I don't do Netflix. None of these things, because they just don't matter to me. I scan these things, but sometimes you can find like Daniel Tenter. This guy, okay, he understands the numbers. Now, his analysis could be just as good as yours or mine, but the numbers don't lie, so I just like to look at the map, at the numbers. So Pat Mapper, look at this, $2,200 in rents for one bedroom. Oh my God, okay? So yeah, go to Montreal, go here, go there. And Toronto is the most expensive city, and is more expensive than Vancouver because it needs to be, because Vancouver is artificially inflated by Pacific immigration, and Toronto is less so. Also, but less so. If you go into a high-rise and 90% of the buyers are immigrants like me, but it causes a problem. And it causes a problem because I want a building that is designed for investors, or it's got a mixed use. It's very mixed, and that's what I'm looking for, okay? So that's why I like the Niagara, because the location is amazing, the price is good, and you can invest here or you can live here. And I think what you're gonna see in the Niagara is you're gonna see, first of all, investors buying, and then they're gonna start flipping to people who's gonna own it from the area, okay? Because 70 or 80% of the buyers here will be the GTA, and the rest, 10, 20, 30% will be from the area, buying to live or buying to rent from someone in the area, because they understand the area, they understand their own backyard, and they're gonna realize that this is a good place to be. Okay. blah, 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 you can see here. So, but the most important thing I want you to understand, no beds, no beds, no beds. Why is rental rates are high? Because we don't have enough beds. You know, they're building 10 or 12 or 13,000 units a year. That's nothing. That's nothing. We got, I don't know, 300,000 immigrants to Canada every year. 150,000 come to Toronto, and we're building 12,000 units. Most of them are really small. Where am I going to put the rest of the 135,000 people? Where? Right? There's no room for them. So they need beds. Like my dad said, everybody needs a roof, everybody needs a doctor, someone to bury them, food, and a teacher. Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics and you'll win. You know, this is just very old school. Just stick to the basics. And the very basic is you need roof over your head. So if I have the roof, you can rent from me. And then you have a roof. And this is, you know, it's a partnership between the landlord and the tenant, between the developer, the investor, the landlord, and the tenant. These are partnerships, and that's how they work. So you want to be somewhere along the line as high as you can on the pyramid. Okay, this is the reservation agreement. You're going to get this from me when you sign up in the form, and this is the actual package. There are 31 pages here, and this is amazing. These guys spend months on preparing this package. It is very, very good. I've been going over and over time. They also use the 14 million, right? Okay. They support 33 people work, and it basically shows you what's happening. The train is going there, and more people are going. There's a hospital, more people are going to Niagara. And then it's going to go through the nitty-gritty of the actual development and show you the location, which I showed you on the map. I really like those 3D maps. Whoa. This is really good. Okay, so this is the tower for Niagara. Thank you, Google. This is just amazing. These are the falls. This is a beautiful park. You can walk here. This is fantastic. You can actually cycle from here to Toronto, by the way. Okay, and you get information about the developer, their research, who they hired. Okay, and this is the industry. So this is the industry snapshot, and it shows you what are these guys are getting for average in terms of what's the occupancy rate, what's the daily rate. Now, mind you, there's occupancy rate over 100%, overbooked in certain times, and there's some lower. This is the average. Okay, the high season is 93% and 227 at night, and the low is 45 at 114. That's pretty good. Okay, that's really, really good, and that's legit. That's legal. It's not like you bought a condo and you furnish it, and then somebody comes, you got to bring them in the back door because your condo building really has a 6 months minimum lease. Most condos have 6 months minimum lease. You know, they're not allowed to the Airbnb. I only know of like maybe 1 or 2 condos that actually in the condo docs is legit to do Airbnb. And the rest of you are risking doing that because you can get fined from your condo board. It's legal for them to fine you. And here it shows you the Airbnb rental rates. And then it shows you the investment scenario, okay? And then it shows you the standard lease scenario. That if you just don't want to worry about it, rent to someone, you know, maybe you live in the area and you want to rent it to someone in the area. And I think this one, the most interesting, 463 a net monthly cash flow according to this estimation, which is phenomenal. And that's the 2-bedroom, $300,000. Where can you get this? Where can you invest 20% of 300, okay? It's 15% your own cash and the rest you can borrow, and then get this kind of money. Okay, and then they go to projections, 5-year projection with only 3.5% annual appreciation. I think it's going to be a lot higher, especially there because the price is lower. The moment the price is low, okay, the purchase price, the original purchase price, where is it? The moment the original price is low, which is the 239, that means that there's a lot of room for appreciation here. Okay, so you know, if I raise that number to 299, it's no big deal because it's still cheap and it's still affordable. The deposit is still affordable. The 15% on 240 is 3 times 12. 15% on 300 is 3 times 15. It's only 3,000 more per payment. Okay, so a lot of people can say between 12 and 15,000 is not such a big deal. It's only 3,000 more per payment. Most people can do this. But to you as an investor, you just made 60,000 more, which is, you know, on an investment of 45, you're 15%. So you got your 45 plus a third of it, okay? So you doubled plus a third. It's 2.33, 233% you got on the initial investment. That's your gross here. So fast, just by putting a deposit. So these are things to pay attention to, and that's what I pay attention to when I look at developments, because I look how fast can I double my investment. And my investment in this case is 3 times 12,000, or 3 times, not even 20,000 to get the largest unit. So it goes on and on and on here. And it shows you the Airbnb and the investment scenario for Airbnb, the investment scenario for standard lease, the projections, okay? And you can dig into these numbers. That don't get analysis paralysis. One more time, do not get analysis paralysis. You're gonna start doing all these spreadsheets and send them to me in the middle of the night, because a lot of you do, and I really appreciate you put all this effort, but at the end of the day, did you buy? Did you take action? Okay, if you didn't take action, the clock's ticking, somebody else did. And I tell you guys, the first 6 condos I've ever bought, I bought them over the phone, okay? I used to work with Brad Lamb for many, many years. The guy is a pure genius. He's so smart. And Brad will call and say, yo, Yossi, I got some units for you. I said, okay, save me 2. He goes, okay, come back next week on Monday to the office. And I would come back and I would just sign whatever he assigned to me. And it was amazing. And this is how I kid you not, this is how I started. I never looked, I didn't even know what to look for. I knew the basics, but this guy really gets it. He's an engineer. He knows his stuff. I looked at the work. He was really good. I go, I'm just going to go with you. And it wasn't just me. There's actually, myself, Brad is a giant, of course, and other people in the industry have followers, and they learn to trust us because we know our stuff. And when you know your stuff, you can deliver value. And when it happens so fast, people say, Yossi, I want 2 units. And that's it. And I will assign them the best 2 units possible, because these guys, or girls, I say just guys, it's a general term, but these investors, they get it. And if they get it, and they're repeat investors, I would always assign them the best possible unit, the best unit available, always, always, always. Because they were the first. They jumped in the cold water time after time after time, and I want to show them the greatest thank you and the greatest return, and that's how I do it. This is the offering, and this is only for you guys, for the insider. Here it says inner circle, family, and friends. Okay, so call it whatever you want, but you get first access, you get parking. This from the developer, you get assignment, you get consent to lease, you get the discounts I told you, 10, 15, and 20 for 1, 1 plus then, 2, 2 plus then, 3, and 3 plus then. Your cap leverage, but just for now, I don't guarantee this will stay, okay? Because I guarantee it will go higher. 4, 5, and 6,000, because developer wants to make a great impression, and they're willing for the first few units to give you these great prices, even though they may have to eat some of the cost. But that's okay, because the next person will pay for it, okay? But don't let me be you. And the deposit structure, just like I told you, okay? And here we go through the units. What the price now? This is going to be the VIP price. This is the friends and family price, and we discounted by 10 to 20,000, 10, 15, 20, okay? And it goes on and on and on. And there's at the very end, there's a page with all the numbers. I'm not going to go through this because this is sensitive information, but when you get this, you will see all the numbers here with the PSF, with the numbers, with everything you need to know, okay? Your spreadsheet is ready, Okay, this is it. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it tight. There's a lot of information, and there's a lot of people I need to call back and go over which unit they want to do, okay? So do yourselves a favor. Even if you're not going to buy today, register, get the package, and educate yourself on what it means to have. And look, we just had quite a few views, and this is delayed, okay? And there's like these numbers are going up. I'm not doing this. This is some program that does it for you. So obviously people are jumping on the site, and I haven't even sent half of my emails yet. And by the way, there's no ads here, nothing. It's just word of mouth, my video, my close network, that's it. I don't want to go beyond that. All these people in Niagara Falls, lots of jobs, they need a place to live. All the retirees in the region, they need a place to live. And Niagara Falls, the weather is nicer. It's not as cold. Let's zoom out here. It's not as cold in Niagara Falls, You got wine country right there. And you right by the state, so if you want to pop to Buffalo, to Galleria Mall, I used to go there, I don't know if it still exists, but Galleria Mall, and we literally cross the water from Toronto. It's a phenomenal investment, a phenomenal potential for you to start really, really small and grow from there. Because imagine say you picked up a property, you made $100,000 on it, and you made the cash flows. You go, Yossi, man, thank you so much. I'm making money every month. I made $100,000. Can we flip the business? Can we do something else? Yeah. And once you flip 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and it could take you 5 years, it If it take you 15 years, that's okay. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. This is what I do. I love it. But what's going to happen is you can upgrade yourself. You know, you take the profits from the one, you use for deposits on two. Then maybe you take the deposit from the third one, pay for the second, and then buy another one. And this is how you grow your portfolio, on and on and on. And that's what we're doing. Toronto is becoming so expensive. This is so dense here. And remember, the GTA starts here at Hamilton and ends in Oshawa. And although Oshawa now is teeter-totter with GM, it's going to come back because we need beds. Everyone needs beds. You know, we need a place to live. We need a place to sleep. And there's just not enough. And there's so many people coming to the big cities because that's where the jobs are and the schools are and the education is. So we're looking now into the next growth areas. And to me, they're all along here, okay? And then we're looking at Guelph, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Brantford right here, Niagara Falls, St. Catharines, Hamilton, okay? This is where we focus. And when I bring you a development, I bring you the development because I believe in it, because I think it makes sense. You know, I've been spending a lot of time in the car recently, driving to these areas and teaching myself about the areas and to see what's happening, meeting the people, going to the local coffee shops, eating lunch in the local places, not being a tourist, but being local, talking to the people, see what it's like. And I gotta tell you, amazing people all over, amazing people. You know, I couldn't think of a better place to live, really not. And yes, winter is cold, but it's okay, it's great, okay? I couldn't think of a better place to live. A lot of my personal friends are moving to this area right here. Anywhere from, you know, all these areas that I showed you. And the wider it is, that means a lot of buildings. And the green still stays. And as usual, you know, I want to keep the green belt. For the record, I want to keep the green belt. Third time. Quote me on this. Keep the green belt. Okay, this is it. Brantford, Cambridge, Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph, Burlington, Hamilton. Okay, and today we are in Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, Ontario is the place to be. 14 million tourists a year. So look how bigger the Canadian side is from the Niagara Falls. I'm doing it with my hand on the screen, but you can't see it, I forgot. Okay, but Niagara Falls, Canada is giant. We have a wine industry here. We have tourist industry here. We have so much stuff happening. And you know, we are a smart nation. We are a technological nation. We are an advanced nation. Okay? We are growing leaps and bounds. There's a reason why everyone wants to come here. And the reason why everyone's coming from the suburbs to the cities. Okay? So start investing. Take the plunge by going to my site. Fill the form. I'll send you the package. I'll give you a call. You can take the information. See it's for you. Okay? This is all I got for today. This is really good. I'm really excited. Looking forward to talking to everyone. Leave comments here. Email me. Text me. Call me at the office. Whatever. Have a great day. Yossi out.